So today, Wynncraft put out their trailer for Wynncraft 2.0, Spellbound. It's a new update. They premiered the trailer live. There was a ton of people watching, including people watching on my stream over here on YouTube. You all watched it together and then talked about it. So if you don't want to miss something like that in the future, then consider subscribing, of course. Now, this update has some interesting things. And then I also have kind of a problem with this update, and I will explain that as we go. But first, here's the trailer. This is it. It's Spellbound. You can see already there's a new area. This tree with, this whole area looks to be brand new. And I talked to Jaden about this. And if you don't know Jaden, I mean, Jaden's just a crazy dedicated Wynncraft player. He's one of like the best in the world. I don't know. Look at this, man. Look at this. 5,332 hours. He's got 7 characters over level 100. This guy is a real dedicated member of the Wynncraft community. If you look at it at his profile, I mean, 3,000 posts on the forums, messages, he's already got a thread up going about the 2.0 trailer, which we'll look at in a minute. He made a bingo for Wynncraft 2.0. And then he's just the master of suggestions. He's suggesting everything. Some of his suggestions make it into the game. Some of his suggestions made it into 2.0. Not intentionally. I'll cover that in a minute, but they did. Anyway, Jaden was on the stream with me. We were in a Discord call together, pretty much going over this trailer as it came out, as it premiered. And Jaden says that this area he thinks looks like it's part of the Silent Expanse, but it's a new area, and he doesn't quite know where on this map they're going to put it. So maybe he'll cover that in his analyzing thread that we'll look at in a minute. But they put this out. We've got a new raid. That's the entrance to it there, I believe. They've reworked some of the areas. These are places that I haven't been to yet, so I don't know too much about them, but they look awesome. This quest looks like just Hitman hiding in there. But yeah, there's some new and reworked quests, new dungeon. It says new dungeon, but it's just Galleon's Graveyard, just redone. Galleon's Graveyard apparently was one of the least liked dungeons, and so I guess they redid it. Now, this all isn't necessarily news. I mean, this isn't crazy new information that we haven't had before, because if you're actually pretty dedicated to Wynncraft and pay attention, then you'll know that the content team's been putting out since November. They've been putting out these different news bulletins, showing off the different areas that they're working on. The Galleon's Graveyard rework, they're talking about it here, and they're adding 2 modes in dungeons, story mode and normal mode. And I don't know if this has made it into 2.0 yet or not, but it would be cool. Going through the video a bit more here, I mean, the main thing is kind of the combat system, the abilities, the ability tree, all this stuff. It's kind of crazy what they've done here. They've got 350 plus upgrades. That's your skill tree, essentially. Class archetypes. So there's different types of classes now, which is crazy. So right now I'm just a mage, but in this new update I can be an arcane mage, or I can be I forget the other ones, but there's for each class there's 3 different archetypes that you can pick, and it's basically your specialization if you've ever played WoW. And then each of those has different types of spells and abilities or something like that. So this is kind of crazy. The new raid looks wild. I mean, that's, again, the entrance to it. The Nameless Anomaly. We've got showing off some of the new spells that you've got here. That Corrupted bar kind of caught Jaden's attention, and I'm not really sure why, but maybe we'll talk to him in a minute here. There's wall jumping for the ninjas. That's kind of crazy. The assassins. New damage system, status effect system, improved spells, new items, guild things. I mean, this is part of the raid here. And then there's the new logo for this update, Wynncraft Spellbound. And then learn more, wynncraft.com/2.0. Thank you. I will. So this is the website now for Spellbound. It looks amazing. I mean, you can see on the cover here, this is, again, the the builds, the area that's new that we haven't seen yet. And so we've got the ability tree. Discover over 350 new abilities and combos with the ability tree. Gain ability points by progressing and spending them on upgrades. Each class now has 3 different archetypes with dozens of different abilities spread around on their tree. You can mix and match some archetypes or focus only on one. So you can see upgrades per class. Previously, it was 8. And what that means is essentially, you've got your 4 spells that you get, and then you upgrade those 4 spells, so you've got 8. Now there's 70 plus per class, which means there is so many more options, and your character can be so much more unique. If 2 mages fight each other with the same gear, I mean, they're gonna be the same essentially. But now, I mean, they can have different archetypes and have different spells that they're using, and it's just so much more in depth. Total upgrades 40. I'm not really sure what that means, but now it's 350. I think 40 is 8 times however many classes there are, or something like that. That's my guess. I don't. No, that doesn't make sense either. Does it? Oh, I guess it does. 5 classes. 8 times 5 is 40, I believe. So yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Archetypes per class, they didn't have it before, so now it's 3. That's kind of a weird thing to put in a chart like this. And then now, so there's 15 different archetypes. So essentially, there was 5 classes. Now there's 15 kind of classes that you can pick from. Highest upgrade level 66. Previously, now 104. So where before, once you hit level 66, you had all your spells. It was set in stone. There was nothing new. Now all the way to the end of the game, you're going to be getting new abilities, and it's crazy. From the madness of the fallen warrior, so that's one of them, to the wisdom of the lightbender mage, and then there was also arcane mage, remember? There's a vast amount of different play styles to experience. Ability tree system, hundreds of upgrades, class rebalance, unique archetypes for each class, new combos and builds. This is what the tree looks like, and I did translate all this on stream because I was curious, but it's nothing really important. It just says hone your skill at the top, and then it says archetypes twice at the bottom, or archetype, I don't remember which one. I think it just says archetype twice, and then at the bottom here it I can't remember what that one said, but it was something just master the tree. That's what that says, master the tree. Here's what some of the abilities look like, and the spells are still the same. It just looks like the spells get different abilities that you can use or something like that. So your clones will mimic your spells and abilities while they are active, deal negative 70% damage. And then we've got, so that's for a trickster, which is a type of assassin, I believe, and then sharpshooter, type of archer, paladin, a type of warrior, trapper, a type of archer, I think, and then arcane mage. I don't know why it says mage on there, but anyway, this is all the abilities. We got the new raid, the nameless anomaly, level 105, looks pretty crazy. And then new combat system. This seems bananas. There's updated mana system. I don't know if you noticed that their mana in here while they're playing. I don't know if you can really see it. They've got 129 mana in here. 126. It's a little different. And Jaden can explain more about that. But so when I mentioned that, let's actually look at analyzing the 2.0 trailer. Was this started by Jaden, or was this? Oh, this was just another. This was somebody else's thread that Jaden replied to. Okay, gotcha. So, all right, if you've you've probably seen the trailer and the website for 2.0, and you know the gist of what's being added. This is more of a thread to discuss stuff you might not have noticed and whatnot. Mana is no longer capped at 20. Throughout the trailer, you notice the max mana is no longer 20. It's seen in multiple different values, such as 155, 100, and 142. I can't tell if it's tied to a certain level or what. In Galleon's Graveyard, Salted is level 78 with 142 mana, but earlier he was level 100 with 100 mana. Given this change, will mana regen and steel IDs be changed? I assume so. Jaden had something to mention about this. I'm going to respond to some of this slowly, but this is specifically for now. Mana is now base 100 instead of 20, and in intellect, Intelligence, intellect, one of them. Now increases your mana cap instead of decreasing mana cost. So Jaden's in with the content team. He's getting the inside scoop. Additionally, they seem to go into negative mana and also use health to cast their spell. The negative mana is possibly a bug, though. The health lost from the cast is about 15% of the total HP. There's a perk that allows warriors to use their HP when casting spells once they run out of mana. The negative mana is not a bug. That's really interesting. New quests. Towards the start of the trailer, you can see 2 new quests can be shown. The first one is really interesting as it shows you having to hide from someone. There's also books that can be interacted with. You can barely see their green particles, and I'd estimate they're the reason you're in the room in the first place. However, this leads to the question, is this a new quest or a reworked quest? It's hard to see who the villager is, but if they're human lore-wise, then it would eliminate a bunch of quest reworks for what this part of the trailer shows. Additionally, the section New Dungeon in the trailer just shows New Galleon's Graveyard, which means that it has the potential to be a reworked quest. Yeah, good point. So they say new quest, but do they actually mean new quest? Because they also said New Dungeon, and they just showed a reworked Galleon's Graveyard. Second quest shown seems much more obvious. It's reworked a fighting species, which is a level 64 orc quest that was removed in 1.20. I'm 90% certain about this. The coordinates shown on the trailer match up, and those guys just look like orcs to me. The third quest has potential to be cow fusion due to showing a cow, but that isn't certain. Okay. Spells shown. I'll make this one quick since it's more obvious. First one shown is a cool knockback thing. Then we've got sniper attack for archers. Third one, hard to tell. A mage moving fast, possibly using a new movement spell. Fourth one, a warrior's AoE spell. Looks like the ground's like cracking. It was pretty cool. Fifth one, because they're not only casting escape here, but also now it costs more mana to fit with the new system. The spell also seems to propel the player forward. This could mean it's a new variant of escape, or that escape got outright changed, or that they just haven't named this ability yet and are calling it escape as a placeholder. I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think Jaden said, and I'm assuming he'll post on the forums, that it's actually literally a spell called grapple, and they like swing from the rooftops or for the assassin. Anyway. 122 is where things get hectic. It says the player is costing bash for 1 mana, a very low cost given a new system in my opinion. There is an orc of weird white particles on the side. You can see this again at 124. Player heads. Okay. There's a lot of new spells, and we're not really going to be able to cover them and speculate on them from the trailer alone. We're going to have to wait and see how they go. I'm not going to just continue reading this because I'm going to just be spewing out things that I can't show you examples of, and it's just like, you know, just a small little detail, and we will figure it out once the trailer comes out, once the beta comes out. We're going to play it. Don't worry about it. The Nameless Anomaly, though, that's a fun new raid. Immediately after the Nameless Anomaly is mentioned by name, an image of a deep chasm with beacons coming out of it is shown. This reminded me a lot of the Realm of Light entrance, albeit with different surrounding terrain. Furthermore, a lot of areas in the trailer that I presume are this new raid have a floral theme, much like the Realm of Light does. I find this parallel interesting. My current theory is that this is the raid entrance or what leads to the boss. Yeah, that's pretty similar. I gotta say, for somebody who's never been to either of these places, it's pretty similar. A bulb has been taken. Bulb could refer to the iconic glow bulbs located in the Silent Expanse, and given that the raid starts there, and since the screenshot is so hectic, mobs shown here are all like 110 to 120, I think this is part of the raid. But it's the minus 385 in purple with the strange symbol that really intrigues me. I think this might be some kind of status effect like the one shown on the website, but why is it purple? Please don't make a lean joke. Those are long dead. Okay. My theory is that this is actually poison, as purple is very commonly used to reference poison in video games. Wow. Incredible. I'm going to assume anything with dark blue and purple color scheme plus flowers are part of the raid. So at 129, I'd like to point out that we can see fire on the ground. This looks tough for a raid, given how fire damage is dealt now. Maybe it was changed with the rest of the system. And given the floral theme I've been pointing out, I think the tree shown at the beginning of the part of the raid, I just don't know what else they put in it. I try to tell what the creepy guys, I'm assuming they're the boss because their level 250 name is, but it just looks like jumbled text, the raid boss. It does. It actually kind of looks like Wynncraft. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not logged in. Are you kidding me? It'd be nice if I could remember my password. The hell is my password? Okay. No, that's cool. That's fine. I love that. Thanks, Wynncraft website. You're the best. Okay. The name... Oh, my God. I can't click on it. It looks like his name is almost written in Wynncraft, but Just that last character there kind of looks like the Winnick T or something. I don't remember what it is. This arena seems pretty tiny and scattered with holes. Interested to see how this plays out. If it is a boss fight, probably not too different from TCC. Don't know what that is. Corrupted. At 122, a bar labeled as corrupted can be shown. I have a few thoughts about what this might be. First, this could be a status that the mobs are inflicting on you, hence why it is shown so clearly to the player. Well, obviously it's a title on the player. I have logic behind this theory, however, I have logic behind this theory other than that a game I played, Dark Souls, presents negative status effects of the player in an identical way. A theory branching from this is your spells are corrupting you like this. I am not a lore expert, but I'm pretty certain the Silent Expanse isn't corrupted. A third explanation that this is a status effect you're inflicting on mobs, as the website mentions this will be a thing. However, it does state that this will be the mobs who show the status effect, and it seems to be presented on the player, so who knows. Whatever's going on at 133, a player is shown fighting mobs in Stone Room. There are enemies called Spiritual Discharge, and more interestingly, this guy, the Void Wanderer, is that what that says? 133, is that what you said it was? Oh, geez. What tab was I on? 133. Okay, let's see. What's going on 133? Yeah, see, okay, I see what you're talking about, right? Although, you can't really make that out, because this is, okay, 1440. Oh, Garvan, the Wanderer. Garvan. Garvan, comma, the Wanderer. That's what it says. Okay. What's your theory about Garvan, the Wanderer? I can't make out his name. Oh. Garvan the Wanderer. I can tell you that. It's right there. Miscellaneous stuff with the mention of improved spells. The existing spells may get a touch-up. Yeah, that's the point. Actually, are we getting new spells at all, or just new versions of existing ones plus melee attacks? I would like to know that, actually. I can't tell if we're getting new spells or if they are just, like, abilities that apply to old ones. I think it's the latter, though. Improved holograms is mentioned at the end, and I don't know what that refers to. The damage indicator things? Probably. Yeah. I would assume so. Like, you see this GIF here where, like, the holograms jump up, bounce around like that. I don't know. I feel like that's what they're improving. That's what they're referring to. 350 plus upgrades implies we could end up with even more, but at the same time, that's a lofty number to shoot for. I wouldn't be too shocked if we end up with less upon release and more are added over time. I wonder what the new raids tomes will look like. Items now seem to fly out of a mob upon killing them. Weird update to add. Seems like a potential status effect is burning a mob, judging by the GIF on the website. How will the dreaded CCI play into the system? Salted comments. Salted usually talks about the update on Discord right after a trailer, and this time was no different. I'll summarize what he said here. Update seems planned for the summer. Yeah, he did say that the beta was going to come later this summer. Archer will probably be the most mobile. So that was an archer doing the grapple thing, maybe not an assassin. Okay. I guess it makes sense. Were they holding a bow? I wasn't actually paying attention. Maybe I said something really stupid earlier. A lot of stuff will be overpowered, Salted joked. That they may need to make mobs overpowered too. Weird. Lightbender Mage is apparently really cool. I'm a mage. Hey. So yeah, I'm excited. I think this is the sort of update Wynncraft needs. I will say that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, or in this case, the trailer. I remember them saying on an announcement thread that the update is only 80% done, so who knows what they have yet to add. Hell, remember 1.19? Hunted wasn't even in that trailer. There's probably a ton of stuff in the update that we don't even know about, only time will tell. Yeah, so this brings me to essentially my problem with this update, my problem with the trailer and everything. And my problem, it's not really a big problem. It's not really a huge problem, but my problem is, why the hell are they calling it Wynncraft 2.0? Okay, that's my question, because we've had Gavel, Corcus, Silent Expanse all added. We've redone all of the Wynn province. We've redone the Gavel province now, and we've never gone from the 1 point whatever, you know? So why are we starting now with what seems to be just a normal like combat update? They're just improving the spells and systems and everything, which they've done before. So then why is it 2.0 rather than 1.21? That I don't get, because Salted did say like, oh, we were going to have it be 1.21, but then we ended up adding more stuff and it ended up being more fitting to go with 2.0. But from what I've seen, from what we've been shown in the trailer and in the website, it doesn't seem like there is that much stuff to warrant a 2.0. It's cool that we're reworking these systems, but they've been reworked before and we haven't gone to 2.0. Salted has said himself that he thought that Gavel should have been 2.0, and I guess this should be 3.0 then. And that makes sense to me. You add such a major thing like that. I mean, yeah, Gavel definitely should have been 2.0. Really, when you have an expansion at all, you should just go with what World of Warcraft does. I mean, they 1.0, 2.0, 3.0. So like every expansion, like Gavel was 2.0, then Corcus was 3.0, and then Silent Expanse was 4.0, and then when you add an expansion, I just think it's really weird that it's 2.0 when there's only changes to, like, okay, there's a couple of new quests, there's one new raid, and then the spells are getting reworked, and that's about it. And they're adding a new, like, they're redoing some of the builds. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that huge of an update to warrant it being 2.0. So either A, so that essentially leaves us with two options. Either A, this is just like a weird, they just picked 2.0 and it's just weird and it doesn't make sense and it won't make sense and we're just going to be living with 2.0. Or B, and the option which is less likely but more exciting, is that there is something that they're maybe not telling us. Maybe something major is going on, but probably not. That's probably not the case, because it just, the likelihood of that being it is so low, especially when like the content team's been putting out these threads updating about all this stuff that they've been working on. So like they've done a new boss spell for this boss in the Hive, right? And that wasn't mentioned in the trailer, to be fair. As per usual, the next update is going to be bringing along some quests, both new and reworked. Some of these quests will contain dangerous new enemies that are unlike anything you've seen before in the game. Below is a snippet from a new quest called Hollow Serenity. This will replace the deleted Hollow Serene. Okay, so that actually answers the question of that guy on the forums. Who he said he pointed out that quest, and let's see, it was under new quests. Oh no, it's actually not that one. Fighting Species. Okay, so this is actually a different quest. So this quest hasn't been mentioned, it seems. Bosses aren't the only thing being featured in the new quest. There will be some other challenges present. You're better off running away in these rather than trying to fight. So what the hell does this mean? Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Was this on the official YouTube channel? It was. Was it unlisted? I guess so. That's weird. Nasak remake, which they didn't even mention. Well, I guess they mentioned it here, right? Yeah, they reworked Nasak, Candon Beta, The Seed, Canyon of the Lost Terrain, Corcus Caves, Galleon's Graveyard. New guild arenas, new items, new rework quests. So they did mention more on the website than was apparent in the trailer, or at least to my small brain. But there still seems to be more missing that was in these threads that hasn't been posted anywhere yet. I don't know. I would just love to imagine that they are working on something absolutely major and they're just going to hit us out of left field with an update that we just weren't expecting. Jaden hasn't posted anything in 25 minutes, so nothing interesting must be going on. But yeah, that's that's about all there is, really. I mean, I guess we could watch Linus's video, see what he says.
It's Linus10 here, back with another Wynncraft video. Today we are just going to similar build style. Great. The housing balloon is in the center, as we can see here. Boats seems to be sort of here. There's more like the build here looks like a tent instead of that little fisherman sort of hut for the quest, I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I guess there's some sort of charge shot, you know, it didn't...
Yeah, they're pretty much giving a ray gun to archers.
Great.
That's what they're doing.
350 plus upgrades. Ability tree upgrades. You can see there's this whole sort of skill tree almost. It looks insane.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna have to delete my class guide. Class archetypes as well. We're getting class archetypes. You can see here that... Minimum Paladin Archetype 3, ability points 2, combat level minimum 1. You can switch.
Okay, so this video is pretty much just Linus reacting to it. It doesn't seem like there's much new from him to us. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Oh my god, 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 this is insane! Are you guys hyped? This update will bring so much to Wynncraft. It will, but is it 2.0? Why is it 2.0? Answer me that. Answer me that. Why isn't this just 1.21? Why does it have to be 2.0? Why is this update 2.0 and not 1.21? That is the question that I want answers to. Okay? Anyway, that's all I have for you for today. We're going to hopefully see some more information coming out about this in the future. And then eventually we're going to get a beta, which I think I should be able to play because I'm media rank. I haven't paid for hero, but I'm media rank, so I think I can get into the beta. I'm not really sure. We'll find out. We'll find out when that time comes. I've got a new Wynncraft video coming out probably tomorrow or the day after, something like that, sometime soon. So stick around for that. Make sure you're subscribed, leave a like, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.